Do you want to become mentally stronger? If so, I invite you to come and join us at the Mental Strength School, the world's leading mental strength training platform. The school is your one-stop shop to get a cutting-edge, evidence-based and comprehensive mental strength training all year round. It's going to give you the tools, the insights and the techniques that you need to rise to your challenges, feel happier, unlock your potential, and ultimately be the best version of yourself. Check out all the details in the show notes or on my website at mellyobrien.com/mental strength school. Welcome to the Mentally Stronger podcast, the podcast where with every episode, we're learning practical ways to let go of stress and struggles, grow our mental strength, and live a happier, healthier, more meaningful life. I'm your host, Melly O'Brien, co-founder of mindfulness.com and creator of the Deep Resilience Method. I'm so glad to have you here with me today. Let's dive in to today's episode. Today, I am going to talk about letting go of blame. Now, we've probably all experienced times when we feel really hurt or disappointed. And our first instinct is to start pointing the finger. This is blame. It's the habit of making other people or other things wrong or responsible when difficult or painful things happen. Now, according to research professor, author and speaker Brené Brown, who is brilliant, we mostly blame when we're in pain or angry. Here's what we know from the research, she says. Blame is simply the discharging of discomfort and pain. It has an inverse relationship with accountability. Blaming is a way we discharge anger. So the problem with blaming is twofold. Firstly, as Brené mentions, blame has an inverse relationship with accountability, which means when we're stuck in blaming, we get defensive and we miss the opportunity to look honestly and gently at ourselves and see what role we played in events and how we might learn and grow from it. Instead of that, we create wrongdoers and right-doers in our minds and may even feel very justified to punish or attack others. So we get stuck in negativity and anger. The second problem with blaming is that we also miss out on the possibility of having an honest, empathetic conversation with others to hold them accountable for their actions and ask for change. Holding people accountable takes a lot more grit, a lot more courage, a lot more self-awareness and kindness than blaming, shaming, attacking, and fault-finding. Here's the takeaway. The moment that we place blame, we also undermine our resolve to create change, both within and without. It is fundamentally a disempowering thing to do to ourselves. In the words of Andy Stanley, people who blame things rarely change things. Blame is an unassailable change avoidance strategy. But the moment we take back our personal responsibility, we also take back our power, right? We ground ourselves in presence, in compassion, in integrity, and we can take action from that state of being. It's not easy. I can attest to this firsthand. It is not easy, but it is incredibly empowering, loving, and healing. By taking back our responsibility and stepping out of the blame game, we break the cycle of attack and defense, and we promote peace in ourselves, with each other, and in the world. So, the invitation for this week's mental strength practice is to let go of the blame game. Next time you feel that urge to place blame, see if you can pause and take a gentle look at, first of all, what part you may have had to play in things. Be curious and open about how you can learn and grow from the experience. And if communication is needed, if somebody needs to be kind of held accountable, or if you need to ask for change, then you can do so. You can do that with compassion, with clarity, with non-judgment, and with firmness if needed. That's okay. I hope this is really helpful for you. If you need a little bit of assistance with being able to have a difficult conversation with somebody instead of blaming, just having a direct communication. If you want some support with that, I did 2 episodes about having difficult conversations. So you can have a look at that in episodes 37 and episodes 36. We'll put links to those in the show notes if you need a little bit more support with that. But your practice for this week, is to let go of the blame game and see what effects it has on your body, on your mind, and in your life. I wish you well with this practice. I hope it really helps you to have more harmonious relationships and greater inner peace. I'll see you on the next episode of Mentally Stronger. If you know someone who you think might benefit from listening to this episode, share it with them. Sharing it could really help them to feel better and improve the quality of their life. And if you found this episode helpful, remember to subscribe to the podcast so that you can receive more tips on growing your mental strength, and you can keep practicing along with us every week. If you are wanting more support in becoming mentally stronger, come over to my website and take a look at all the coaching and training options that I have there for you. And I also have a bunch of free resources, including a 5-day mental strength challenge that you can begin right away to kickstart your mental strength, improve your mental well-being, as well as your happiness and resilience. You can find all the links for this in the show notes. Thanks again for tuning in. Take care and stay strong.